What is up, YouTube? Connor Todd 1818 here with you today. And the other day I was looking over my new reviews that I posted out online on my channel, which I have pulled up on that desktop right there. And I was watching them and thinking, if you didn't know me and you didn't know that I liked Windows 8, I would come off sounding like I hated Windows 8. And I want to clear that up. I love Windows 8. I think what Microsoft did was really, really good. And my videos come off like I'm saying, oh, they could have done this, this, and this better, and, this was a flop, this failed, and this, didn't work. But at the same time, it's easy to find flaws in something, especially Windows 8. An operating system like Windows 8 that is completely revolutionary. It's kind of like a prototype. It's a finished prototype. What Microsoft is doing is, incorporating two wildly different things together into one computing system. And I think it could flop, and I think it could be wildly successful. And really, that's where y'all come in. Y'all have to show support to Microsoft. Y'all have to buy copies of it. You have to make Microsoft think that it is going to be, worth it to continue, because I really think that they're onto something that Mac cannot do, something that, Linux, they could do, but it's still not going to be as good as Microsoft. And Linux, let me clarify that, Linux distros could do, not Linux, as a brand. But I really think that they could be doing something. And again, it's easy to point out bad things, but you got to remember, this is something completely new. I mean, you've got Microsoft. Look at Microsoft Windows. You've got basically the same thing. You've got Windows 7, Windows XP, Windows Vista, Windows 95, all this good stuff that looks generally the same. If I learned Windows 7, I bet you anything I could get through all the different other distros of Windows without having to ask any questions, and that's good. I think that it doesn't come off as milking the product. I think it comes off as keeping with a good thing. Like basically Windows thinks, why would we change anything if it's working and people like it and it's massively popular? But I think they finally got things together and decided, well, Mac's changing, all these Linux distros are coming out, new operating systems are coming out, I think it's time to upgrade. And what they did was take their operating system that they had with the phone, and I know this is an iPhone, and incorporate it with the Aero, the desktop. And that's a really cool thing, and I really like how they did it. I think they did it really professionally. I think they did it without glitch, or glitches. I think they did it so that the transition is really smooth, but I do think that it was a little hard to learn the first time I went into it. But again, give out a good manual and kind of make people read it, like during the setup, like they did. They have a setup, they have a thing, but people, of course, aren't going to read that. They're not going to pay that much attention to it at all. But anyways, that's pretty much my intro. I'm just going to go ahead and start diving into the new things about Windows 8 that I really, really love. And the first thing that comes to mind is the ability, or is the start menu. Of course, you've seen the start menu before. It is very, very shown off, displayed, publicized. And I think that Microsoft should have done a way where they kind of did like a split screen. So like here you've got the Metro, here you've got the Aero, so people saw that you still have the Aero. Because when I talk to my friends, they're like, no, it's just that stupid like app screen, isn't it? Like it's not that different at all. But anyways, I like the whole idea of the tiles. I love being able to see everything. I'm kind of an unorganized person, and having the tiles there telling me each of the different things is really, really nice. So if I want to go to music, I just go to the music app. If I want to type out a document, I can go over to my third-party apps right here and go to Microsoft Word. And that is a really cool feature because it allows you to install third-party apps and then have them on your start menu. Something that really people used to take for granted on 7, you would have your pre-installed apps such as Notepad, Paint, Calculator, all that good stuff. But then you would install more programs as you went along, and that would just incorporate itself into the start menu on Windows 7. And the only issue with that was then finding everything, documents, everything. I would find sometimes that I'd search for something and something totally different would pop up. And so Windows 8 fixed that. If I can get into my Charms bar, hold up, let me just use the keystroke. You can search things. Now, not only can you search all apps, which is what I'm on right now, but you can search certain things. So if I was going to type in Microsoft Word, Microsoft right there. But I can search in settings. I can search in files, so all my Microsoft files. I can search in the store. And I think that is really cool because you can narrow your search and make it more filtered and get to what you're looking for faster. And I think that there was a lot of different, unneeded time spent searching for files. And that really was something that Microsoft did really well. The next thing is the personalization. Sorry, you guys. I'm doing a lot of commentaries, kind of strains your voice. I learned that, well, in the last couple days. But as you can see, I'm going into settings. Oh my gosh, it's going to load. It's never had to load before. Wonder why it's loading. Hold up. Oh, that's just restarting. Okay, we're still fine. Let me just open this up. Cancel. Sorry, that was my third-party app there that was messing up. So, if I go into my PC settings, we can just start with personalization. The lock screen, that is a wonderful feature. With Windows 7, you would just sign in. And not only would signing in be, plain and boring, but it also usually took a long time. This allows you to have really cool backgrounds, customizable, and it displays the information that you might want to know, such as the time, the date. And not only that, but it has your notifications that you set for it, such as emails, I guess text messages if you're using the mobile phone, calendar updates. That is actually something that I've used a lot. Put it in my calendar. I'm not going to go check the calendar app. That's something flawed with like Google, the calendar there. I'm not going to go on the internet and check it usually just because I'll forget or something. But if when I open up my computer, it displays it, I'll read it just, because it's there. It's easy to look at. It's easy to find. And that's a really cool thing. Not only that, but you can set notifications on your desktop, much as Facebook notifications would go. But I'll get to that in a minute. The next thing is, of course, the start screen. Not only can you change the color, like this. I'm going to stick with red because I like the way it pops. But you can change the background of the start menu. And I really like that. I mean, it's built for you. Now, I know they give you preloaded ones, and that some people might not like that. But, I mean, you don't want to have to do too much, I kind of like just having a simple background, but having enough to, say me, that this is me. And I really like that. Account picture. You can change your account pictures. So you can get them straight from third party or from your apps from the store, or you can select these two. I like this one the best just because it really looks good with my whole start screen. See, right there. Looks good. And if I want to change my picture, I can just click there. I can change picture, I can lock the screen, I can sign out, or I can switch to another account. Now, users, adding users, pretty self-explanatory. Notifications, this is what I wanted to talk about. Notifications on your desktop. This takes it to a whole new level. It's kind of like Facebook notifications, but even better. Up in the top right-hand corner of your screen. So right around here, if you have a notification, a little bar will transition and pop out. It looks really nice. And it says, like, if you had a work meeting or something, meeting today at 12 o'clock. And that's something that I really like because it tells me, it advertises it. I can't really not see it. And for someone like me, like I've said already, I'm kind of unorganized. I kind of need that to be able to function and be able to be ready for everything that I have to do. Searching. You can allow searching in different things. So say you don't want to be able to search for backgrounds, wallpapers, HD. I can turn that off, and so then that won't pop up in my searching. So I can't search for that anymore. Sharing files. Really cool. You can share things between distros of Windows 8. So say that I wanted to share something from my tablet here. And here's a good option of the screen. I don't know if you can see it. Sorry if it's blurry. I have a Martin Luther King Day tomorrow all day. That's part of my calendar. I have the time, I have the date, I have my internet, I have my battery, and I have a new email. That's a cool thing. Over there, same thing. I can type out a Word document on this computer and then access it there without having to email. Now, that's easier. I know that somebody's probably going to leave a comment down there that's saying, oh, well, maybe I like Google and maybe I want to send emails there. That's fine. But for those people that don't, those people that really want to make their life easier and just share a file and be done with it, that's a really cool feature. I really like that. General, obviously the rest of this stuff is pretty self-explanatory. Let me check us on time. We are good on time. Customization such as third-party apps. Windows 8 Pro does it wonderfully. All the others does it wonderfully. The only thing that doesn't is the tablet with RT. That's just because I don't think they wanted to release too much and have nothing for next year. They want to keep bringing things out and keep people interested in it. And I think that is a very, very good plan. As far as personalizing your background, same as Windows 7, but even a little bit better. If I go into personalize right here, not only can I change the desktop background and then change the color, I can make it automatic to detect the picture's color, the main picture, so it's like this light blue, and put that in as my desktop thing. There. Such as games run smoothly. Everything runs really smoothly. Transitions. I love the transitions. If I'm going into the store, well, let me give a better example. Let me close off PC settings and the store. I love the whole store, and I love the loading. The loading on this thing. Small things that I really love. The loading, even on the mouse, that little circle that goes around, it's so much cooler than it used to be. And I think that it really opens up the world for Windows users. I think that it allows the computer to be fun again. Windows 7 was more of a professional thing, and a lot of people used it for professional reasons, and I think that's good. But besides games, you couldn't really do that much with it. With Windows 8, I think, comment, tell me if I'm wrong, but it is a good experience just to get to what you want. What's better? Going someplace and having everything be boring, or going someplace and having everything be really cool? And going along the way, it's somewhat the trip there that really makes your computing experience. Mac, Windows, all those have word processors, but the word processors, the way you get there, I think that's what ultimately makes your experience. And I really like that on the desktop and the RT. Now, something I do have now, you can't see it, but is an old Mac. I am working on getting it up to date. I'll probably go ahead and buy the Mountain Lion. But, again, I will hopefully be able to broaden my channel. I've been working on that and getting it not just as tutorials, opening up to reviews, and then hopefully off to Mac, so I can give you a fair comparison between everything. But thank you guys for watching this video. You really don't even understand how much it means to me that you guys are watching and really, caring. And I know it's a lot to watch a 14-minute video about me just talking, but if you do, thank you so much. It means a lot, and I really hope that I'll be able to continue making really good videos for you guys.